Hi, Sweet Pea.
Hi, Mummy Bear.
We have another chit-chat.
We do. Episode 61 coming your way.
And this is the absolutely wonderful
Yes.
Farida Sober.
She's so wonderful, so much that I remember when we recorded this, I think I was actually having quite a bad day, just one of those days. And then we went on to this call, and the first thing we saw was just her beautiful smiley face. And then the chat that we had with Farida honestly made my day better.
She exudes warmth, doesn't she?
It brought a smile to my face, and it was so lovely. So if you're having a bad day, listen to this one.
It's like Bob Mortimer says, they're radiators and drains, and Farida is certainly a radiator.
Exactly.
Well, we had a wonderful chat with Farida back in the early part of January 2025.
Yes, we did.
And if you can't remember who she is, she had this amazing seed snail idea. And she was on Gardener's World 2024, episode 11, showing those seed snails. And it was only a tiny, tiny little segment on the show.
Yeah, it was very small.
So much more we wanted to know about Farida, so we had a good old chit-chat. Now, some things that came up in the chat. First of all, we talked about allotment sizes in Newport in South Wales, which is where Farida is. She wasn't sure of the size, so I did a little bit of investigating online. And apparently the average size of an allotment in Newport, South Wales is 5 perches. So that's the average size.
Okay.
And if perches doesn't clear it up for you in terms of...
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like somewhere you might perch down quickly.
Who knows? 1 perch is around 25 meters squared. So that means Farida has around 125 meters squared. That would be for an average plot. So she said it was a very big one, so possibly it's bigger than that. But that gives you an idea of what she's working with.
Lovely.
And one other thing we talked about was hibiscus. And I said, do they grow right in South Wales? Because I had thought of them as more of a tropical type plant.
Kind of a Mediterranean-ish.
Yes,
vibe.
that kind of thing. But there are 2 types, so it depends on the type. There's the hardy hibiscus, and they're very frost tolerant. They die back in winter and they return in the spring, and they can go as cold as minus 34 degrees. And then there is the tropical hibiscus, which obviously aren't frost tolerant, and they need temperatures above 10 degrees centigrade all the time. So, and they'll be damaged and killed by frost, of course.
Makes sense now.
So that explains that quandary.
Cool.
In terms of noises, we had beautiful sound from Farida, and this time it was my mic that was playing up. And in fact, I'm on a backup mic, so it sounds very sort of hollow and echoey. Apologies for that. But it's only really Farida you've got to listen to, so that should be fine.
Exactly. She's the star of the show.
She is the star of the show. So, Sweet Pea, tell us the format.
So, for Farida's dream garden, we started with garden boundary, shed or greenhouse, 5 ornamentals, 5 edibles, 1 statement tree, pond or pool plus 1 plant, and finally, favourite seating area, drink, and a plant for that area.
That's it. And if you want to get in touch with us about anything that we talked about on the show, on the episode, or if you've got any questions for Farida, or if you just generally want to say hi, then please do get in touch.
Hello.
You can contact us through our website, which is
notjustagarden.co.uk,
or you can email us through
notjustagarden@outlook.com.
You're getting very good at this.
I know. I wonder why.
Added a new page to our website, which is our top picks. So this is
good page. Have a look at it.
Good page to have a look at. It's any recommendations that have reoccurred from our various guests, or any recommendations that we have good experience of and can vouch for, or anything that our guests highly recommend.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're in different categories, so you can go to the seeds section, seeds and bulbs. There's a book section. There's a sort of hard hardscaping.
Hard landscaping.
So greenhouses, fountains, gravel, anything like that.
All that good stuff.
So we're populating that over time. And as we get more sort of solid recommendations that people stand by, then we'll add those in there.
It will become quite the catalogue.
And Farida is with our other guests on the Rogues Gallery on the Chit-Chats page.
Yes.
And if you go to the Gardens page, you can find a link to Farida's fantastic fantastic Instagram page with lots of really informative videos on how to do her seed snails and how to grow your tomatoes really well, and when you're foraging for mushrooms, what to be looking for.
Yes.
Everything and anything is on Farida's page, so do check that out. And also there's a link to Farida's ebooks, which we mention on this chit-chat. That's also on the gardens page, as well as her seed shop can be found on there too.
Pretty darn amazing.
So, Sweet Pea, shall we have a listen to this episode?
Yes, let's get into it.
Okay, this is episode 61, A Good Ol Chit-Chat with Farida Sober.
Off we go!
Welcome, Farida, to Good Ol Chit-Chat.
Good morning. I'm honored to be your guest.
Oh my goodness, we're honoured to have you on. We have been following you ever since you were on Gardener's World, which was way back in 2024.
Which seems
episode
like ages
11. Ago. Did you had a Your Gardens segment?
Yes, it was a very busy time when the seed snails went viral on Instagram, and they've contacted me to provide them with some video materials. And I don't know if I did a good job. I was really overwhelmed with all this. It was really busy time. My inbox was bursting with messages.
And it was just video went out?
Yes. And it was just a few shots from my garden. I think they talked about it briefly.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like, I missed the opportunity. I should have showed more. But I always struggle with the confidence, because they always show these great gardeners, and I'm just a little gardener with an allotment and very limited resources. So I was really overwhelmed that they've contacted me.
Yeah, so they contacted you and asked you to provide all the videos then, rather than anyone coming out to see you. I mean, you say you're just a small gardener on your allotment, but you're hugely influential both prior to your segment going out and obviously ever since. It must have blown up.
Yes, I'm so surprised. Honestly, don't know how this works, the magic of social media or what.
It's crazy.
But it seems like the things I do really resonate with many, many gardeners. Looks like I'm not alone in this smaller scale gardening world, that there is more people with a limited growing space, limited resources, a limited time. And my gardening practices really resonate with them. Things I do really work for them. And I guess that's why the popularity is growing.
Well, it's so relatable, and you're right. It's, most of us, the majority, have the limited resources and
time as well.
The big gardens that we see on Gardener's World are unusual. They're few and far between compared to the rest of us who are fiddling around with little and limited space. You wrote an ebook I saw about the seed snails, and there was a line that resonated with me so much. It says, "Work smarter, not harder."
Yes.
I absolutely love that. That's
because you're all about efficiency.
That's my Alan Partridge line.
I have to. There is no other way. I'm kind of a person that I don't accept no for an answer. If something is important to me and I want to achieve it, I will find my way. If the door's closed,
you'll find
I will go through the window.
Yes, or out the roof or the chimney or whatever. We'll find a way.
Fantastic.
So, these kind of things are kind of, the limitations look like invitations for me.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great philosophy.
That is a good philosophy.
For any of our listeners who either aren't aware of what seed snails are or don't fully remember your segment, can you describe to us how they work?
Yeah.
Seed snails are, I don't know if the name is good to describe this way of growing. That's just what came
it's a perfect
through
name.
And that's how it's been accepted. But it's a roll of soil in which we plant seeds. and they thrive.
Yeah.
It takes much less space than traditional pots. It takes less compost, and it prevents plants from getting their roots tangled.
Yeah.
And from what we are observing, when people do the comparisons, these plants grown in snails are thriving. They grow faster, better, stronger than those in pots.
Yeah.
And they also require less care from us. Less repotting. I mean, in terms of repotting, we just unroll that roll of soil, add a layer of compost, and roll it back.
Oh.
And that's all. And not all cultures require that. Some of the things I never re-roll, like onions, celeriac. Those are the things I plant in the ground. I mean, the whole seed snail goes in the ground.
Oh, wow.
Like
cool.
maybe 2 centimeter deep. So the roots have the chance of reaching the nutrients from the soil. And I am freed from any work.
How long
It's
do they
incredible.
stay like that?
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes with onions, they can even stay like this for 6 months before they start.
So you don't ever transplant them separately into the ground?
Nothing.
Because,
no.
So when you say you have a roll of soil, you basically have a sheet of plastic or foam, or we used some
kind of
fleece. Yeah. But that wasn't as great as your method because the roots got tangled in the fleece.
That's my experience. I have been asked many times for non-plastic solution, but unfortunately, and I tried some biodegradable materials. Unfortunately, plant roots are able to penetrate the smallest.
They find a way through, don't they?
Yes, absolutely.
And then you rip the roots when you're trying to untangle it.
Yeah.
Yes, and unfortunately, I stick with the plastic material, but I try to upcycle, cut that
and it's reusable,
compost
isn't
bags or some packaging material. My husband laughs that I'm a hoarder.
Yeah,
but
you hoard all the plastic.
I see potential in everything.
Of course.
But the thing is, we can't ever fully get rid of plastic. We're so reliant on it. So reusing it it's such a way. Yeah, multi-use plastic is more ideal, isn't it, than single use?
My view on this is that we live in a closed terrarium. What's the word?
Yeah.
So even if I will throw it away, it will spend years in a landfill, and then it will come back and will enter the food cycle for my grandchildren. And
there's no getting away from it.
So I look at this as let's reduce the consumption. Let's use our rubbish and let's not produce anymore.
Yeah. So you basically lay down a long strip of plastic, then you put a thin layer of compost on it, and it's remarkable how little compost you need.
Yes.
And then remind me, do you roll it up into snail shape first and then put the seeds in the top, or do you put the seeds in and then roll it up?
No, so I lay the compost down, I tap it down with my hands, because it likes to spill through the sides. And this is something that you will gain experience with. The more you roll, the better you get. So don't get discouraged if your first snail will turn out a bit empty. You can freestyle it, add some soil from the top, and you will get it. And then I put the seeds on top. I don't like to do it on an unrolled seed snail. Don't like to put seeds on an unrolled one, because then when I roll it, they get misplaced and sometimes they go too deep. So my choice is to roll first, secure it with the tape or string or whatever you choose, and then place your seeds.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And then that goes into a normal sort of plant dish. with water?
Yes, something from the bottom is always good to have, so you don't have to move it around. You just move the whole tray of seed snails, because that soil sometimes comes out from the bottom.
Yeah.
Depends how well packed it is.
Yeah. And then I'm interested in how you say you will leave onions, for example, for 6 months, because when we did it, what seeds did you do, Sweet Pea?
I did foxgloves, remember, but they worked really well when I then potted them on.
Yeah, but what we found, and another advantage of seed snails, is that all the seeds work. They all work. They don't get so tangled up. Thanks, Sweet Pea, that's the word. They all germinate. They don't get so tangled up.
Yeah.
And so you get more for your buck when you do it in a seed snail.
Absolutely.
But I couldn't imagine, they're all so closely packed together. How are you then getting onions 6 months later without spreading those seedlings out?
Onion roots are not so sensitive. It's different with cucumbers. Those you have to handle very carefully if you grow them in a seed snails. But onions, I just shake off the soil. They go in the ground and they do perfect.
Oh, okay. So after the 6 months, you then put them, I see.
After the 6 months, you unroll it, and that seed snail is full of roots.
Lovely.
But they really don't mind being separated. You just pick them up, shake them off, and separate them and plant them in the last destination, and they don't experience any stress.
No,
it works much better than growing seeds, than growing onions in pots, because my experience of growing onions in the pots was that I would forget to water, I wouldn't repot on time. It will all result in my onions bolting instead of producing me that onion. So it was really frustrating, and I saw my garden, my allotment neighbors doing great, and I was so frustrated. I was like, I will get it right next time. I will. And I did.
Yeah.
It just required a bit of a different technique, because I have less time and I don't have the precision they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have an allotment. Are you still in Newport in South Wales?
Yes, I live in South Wales in Newport.
What sort of size is your allotment?
Gosh, I was going to go and measure it for you, because I was expecting that you will ask me this question. I have no idea. It's quite big.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Is it a full plot?
Yes, full plot. I have two polytunnels.
Wow.
One larger one smaller one.
Oh, amazing.
I have a little pond and a shed, and I still have quite few garden beds to grow.
Wow.
It's really productive.
That's fantastic.
I feel like I can produce for 3 families.
Really?
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Wow, Farida, that's incredible. So a very efficiently run allotment. How long have you had it for?
I think this is my 6th year.
Right.
Wow.
So when you first started 6 years ago, did you have already sort of gardening knowledge, or was that your first foray into growing veg?
No, I didn't have much knowledge, and that's my problem, that I'm uneducatable.
Uneducatable. It sounds like you're educatable.
Very resistant to knowledge of this kind.
Very resistant.
I'm doing my best to resist it.
Don't come in.
Clearly, whatever you're doing is working, so you can throw all the rule books out the window. Do it Farida's way.
It's such an experience with nature. It's I feel like I need to tune in with things and observe it, and I do, and I totally enjoy it. And then I come up with different views on things.
Yeah.
I see plants like I see my children.
Yeah.
I look at them and I think, what do you need? How can I make your life better?
What love do you
It honestly is a great experience for me.
Yeah, so you're really in tune.
I feel like there are things in nature that really mimic us humans. There are patterns that are just exactly the same for all of us, whether plants or humans, the same needs. Poisoned soil won't be producing healthy plants. And I feel like nowadays we live in a very poisoned environment, and we can see what is happening to the society health wise. So I see the same thing in my plants. The healthier my soil gets, the healthier my plants grow.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very therapeutic for me, because the experience I have with my children, my children were born with health problems, with immune system problems. And it's my lifetime experience trying to get them better. And gardening has been a medicine for me. I think I would end up in a mental health hospital if not gardening.
But that is so true. It
More
helps.
preferable.
It helps
does,
so
it
much just to
does.
be out in the garden. Do your kids go out in the garden much?
No. They recently started showing some interest. I was so excited when last year my son asked me, "How does the radish grow?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, I just put the seeds in the ground and water it, and it grows." But that was like, wow, moment for me. That my son was actually interested in where does it come from.
Yeah,
that's brilliant.
And one of my kids love vegetables.
Great.
And the other one has the PR10 allergy. It's something in raw, uncooked veggies that is upsetting his tummy. So he's only on cooked things.
I've never heard of that.
No, PR10.
For all vegetables?
Yeah. Fruits, most of them, yes.
Right.
So we do cook soups with veggies and try to get, but he's got very limited diet due to allergies. But I'm still managing to grow him very well.
Well done. So how old are your two children?
12 and 14.
12 and 14. You said, it's your life's challenge really to improve their health and help them with their health issues. Are you doing a lot of that nutritionally?
Yes, and that was also one of the motivations why I started gardening, because the choice of vegetables that were unsprayed organic was so limited. There are literally one of the each things in the supermarket. And I thought, no, that's not enough. Plus, it's so expensive. I've got
really
to do
can
something about it. And I did. And it turned out to be super easy. And I can actually produce more than we can eat.
That's good. Do you freeze it? Do you freeze lots of food?
I jar them, I ferment them, I freeze them.
Nice.
Got 2 freezers.
Oh, that's
so
good.
6 years ago, the catalyst was finding it was difficult to get good organic produce. So you thought, I'll
do
grow
it
my
myself.
own. And you came with no background in gardening. So when you first approached your allotment, did you already know in your mind the first thing I have to do is get the healthy soil, or was that just through trial and error?
Yes, I saw the gardeners around me having beautiful soil, but they have been cultivating their allotments for long years.
Yeah.
And my one, when I got it, the grass was up to my neck.
Oh my gosh.
And I had to go through it, clear it, and underneath the soil was really compacted.
Okay.
So all that I had to build.
Yeah.
So how did you start then with that?
I followed Charles Dowding with the no-dig method, and he covers everything with cardboards or, the fabrics. So some of the areas I covered, some of the areas I just removed the weeds by hand. But it took me about 2 years to bring it to the usable condition. And like bit by bit, I got it in order. Now the whole plot is being cultivated. Yes.
Gosh, well done. It's the long game, isn't it? And having
really
the patience to know
takes
that
time.
It takes a couple of years. Do you make your own compost now?
I do, but I do it a bit differently to what popular method is. The compost. I have
I'm
got
sure you
compost
do.
bin.
I bet you have a very efficient way of doing it.
You have
I
loads of
have
great
got the
ideas.
compost bin because it's a requirement now in our allotments to have compost bin and to have water buds just to reduce, just to be more
water
efficient.
usage. Yeah.
But I find mulching with fermented grass to be the ultimate way to garden. And I am actually in the process of writing another little ebook about this, because every time I'm showing on my stories, I'm showing how I mulch with fermented grass, and the outcomes, and people ask me about it. I feel like, oh no, I need to write it down and just direct my followers to that.
Yeah,
because there's a lot to explain about this simple method that is free and accessible to everyone. And again, reducing labor.
Great.
Improving results, improving plant health. And as a result, I don't use any sprays. I used to do natural sprays with iodine, with you can find those recipes on my Instagram account, but I don't do them anymore because I use fermented grass.
Oh my gosh! I have so many questions about it, but I imagine you want to keep it all inside until your ebook's out.
No, I can tell you.
Okay, well, tell us how this works then.
Yes.
Gosh, it's simple, but I think many people are afraid when they see that mold growing in the grass. They think it's a disease, but it actually is the gold. That mold, it's usually something called grass bacillus.
Oh, okay.
Bacillus subtilis, or another name for that is hay bacillus, because it also grows in the hay.
Okay.
And you will probably find some studies about it, but for some reason it's not popular.
Yeah.
But there are scientists around the world who studied that. But for some reason it's not entering the gardening world. So this year I will work on it. This bacillus produces antibiotic called subtilit or something like that. Excuse me if I'm mixing up the names. You can all search for it.
Yeah.
And that antibiotic is so effective. It kills all the diseases that basically attack our plants. And it's so simple because we all have access to grass. I mean, unless you live in a desert,
That's a good
you
point.
have no excuse. There is a season where grass grows, and we should take advantage of it. Mow that grass, and I leave it in a pile or in a bag for a couple of days, maybe a week. And after a week, it will develop that mold naturally. And that is the gold you need for your garden.
Oh my gosh.
What do you then do with that?
Mulch it around your plants.
Okay.
You just apply it topically on your soil.
So you have kind of a soggy grass by this point. It's only a couple of days that you need to wait.
A week, maybe.
A week.
Yes, depending of the temperature outside. In a cold temperature, it takes longer. When it's hot, it will ferment quicker.
Okay.
The grass will change color. It will become brownish, smelly. You can smell a bit of ammonia from it, probably because the nitrogen is breaking up in the grass and releasing some gases. So it's stinky, but it's so good for your plants.
And then you just place that on the soil. That's amazing.
Yes.
So you just place it as mulch and then leave it there.
Yes, place it thickly as mulch and water through it. Don't just water under your plant. You water the mulch, because the water will wash away all the goodies into your soil. And I observe that when I do that, after 2-3 days, my plants gain turbo power.
Amazing.
They just go, okay, this is great. Going for it now.
How incredible. How did you discover this?
Also by accident. I mowed my grass and I felt like, no, I don't want to throw it away. And I put it under my cucumber.
Okay.
And the cucumber that I mulched started thriving. And the other one that I didn't have enough grass for was continuing to struggle. And I thought, oh my God, there is something to explore here.
Yeah. So you then investigated and...
Yes, then I did it for my peppers, the same observation. Then I did it for my courgettes, for my tomatoes. Since I do it for my tomatoes, I get no blight. And I live in Wales. We have a really humid climate here. Mid-June, guaranteed blight attack.
Right.
Nothing, guys. And the way I grow tomatoes, I keep the leaves on. I don't trim my leaves. Still, no blight.
Wow.
That is pretty amazing.
Oh, you are so the one to watch. You come up with all these innovative ideas.
Yes. Uneducatable and...
Uneducatable, educating the rest of us.
Oh, there was that one that we saw the other day where you showed these mushrooms growing on the trees, really beautiful ones with the kind of rippled effect.
Turkey tails.
Yes, turkey tails.
Turkey tails.
I love foraging. I love foraging, and that is another thing that I struggle to find time for, but I do. Whenever I can, I go to the forests, parks, and look for things like that. Fascinates me.
And you eat the mushrooms that you find?
I do, yes. I learned to recognize them when I was a child because I grew up partially I grew up in Poland, and over there we have lots of forests, and my auntie would go to the forest with me.
Oh, lovely.
And I feel like soon as I enter the forest or garden, I just disconnect from the whole world and I'm somewhere else. Like
There's
time
a lot
travel.
to be said for forests. Is that it's called forest bathing or tree hugging, but forest bathing. How it's really very good for us to be in amongst the kind of mycelium and the trees and just the general sort of natural network that's out there.
Yes.
That we're away from.
I find it fascinating how nature provides us with these things that we need at the right time. For instance, mushrooms, rich in minerals, in selenium, which is very important for immune system. They grow right in autumn before all the viruses will come to attack us. So then I go to the forest, I include mushrooms in our diet, and this way I kind of support that immune system.
Keep everyone healthy. Really we swear by garlic. Garlic's our big
and lemon
boosting veg.
Absolutely.
And lemon juice. We'll have shots of lemon juice every day.
Yeah.
Freshly squeezed. And then I hide garlic in everything I make for sweet pea.
It's not that.
How about ginger? Ginger. I love ginger too.
Yes, ginger's lovely.
Good. I know what you're going to say, sweet pea. It's not that well hidden.
It's not that well hidden. You can very much taste there is a lot of garlic in this meal.
It's blatant garlic. So you said you grew up partially in Poland. What was the other partial part of Farida? Where was she growing up?
I was born in Afghanistan.
Wow. Okay.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
So how long were you in Afghanistan before going to Poland?
My father is Afghan and mother is Polish. And I was born over there, lived there till I was 11. And then the political situation has become much more dangerous and we had to run from there.
So you went to Poland to your mother's
Yes, we immigrated as war immigrants to Poland. Then I went to Polish school, which also was very challenging. I had to learn different letters and
my gosh, of course,
whole new language.
different language. Yes.
And then, as if that wasn't a challenge enough, you came to the UK.
To Wales.
And then the situation in Poland was also not very accommodating for young people. And so I tried my luck, immigrated after difficulties to sustain myself in Poland. Financially. I moved to UK for work.
Okay.
And when I moved here, I didn't speak a word of English.
How long ago was that?
It was over 15 years ago.
Well, I mean, you're completely fluent now, for sure.
It's actually the country that I've spent most of my life,
the most time in, right?
Britain,
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh, well, completely fluent. Speak better English than a lot of English people.
Oh, no,
that is true. That is very true.
I still make up some words. If I'm missing, I will just
Everyone
invent
does that. I do that all the time.
Yeah. Invented words make the world go round. And what is your day job?
I'm a full-time carer, 2 kids with autism and health problems. So I'm a full-time carer. There are duties that I need to keep up with, following the professionals, making sure they do what they need to do. It's a full-time job, I have to say. And then I find time to do some gardening and I try to be more giving in terms of this gardening thing because for some reason this gardening channel on Instagram has become more popular. I feel like there are more people interested in what I do. So I thought I need to give them more. So I wrote this ebook about seed snails and now about the fermented grass, which I'm still in the process of editing. It's actually really challenging for me to write anything because I never read a book in my life. I have trouble focusing.
Right.
Okay.
When I read a book, I will jump from page to page, read paragraphs, a bit here, a bit there. If I'm told to read the whole book, after third page, I'm fast asleep. So I have difficulty focusing like this.
Yeah.
This is why I love podcasts and audiobooks. So I'm really looking forward to the summer when I will just tune in and listen to your podcast.
Oh, wonderful. That's what we like to hear. Well, that's amazing that you're writing your second. There was another ebook I saw in your page. One about tomatoes?
Oh, that was a little instruction thing because I was really frustrated to see this. I think it's a misinformation advice. For some reason, those big gardeners are advising people about trimming leaves on tomatoes.
Yes.
And I said to my friend, I said, I need to change that. I said, this is wrong. They all doing it wrong. Why are they advising these new gardeners to do that? That's direct instruction for failure. And she said to me, Farida, when you will have 200,000 followers, you can instruct people on what to do. You are too small now.
And now how many followers do you have?
And now
100,000.
Well, there we go.
The ebook was written.
Yes. Still, I made that leaf trimming guide because I thought even if I will influence 10 people, those 10 will pass the information further and
spread the word.
I will create some kind of change. So despite not having the 200,000, I did do it. And I hope people are benefiting from that because this is what I observe in my garden. And the leaves on tomatoes are working organ necessary for fruit production. So
it does sound counterintuitive to remove leaves because they're obviously how the plant's photosynthesizing. How it gets its energy. So then to remove that ability, it never made sense to me. I remember there was a tip about removing leaves from pumpkin plants. Do you remember that, Sweet Pea, from all the squashes? And I wasn't too sure about that advice. So I actually spoke to some allotment allotmenteers who we've had on the Chit-Chats who are having great success with their allotments,
and
asked them, and all of them said, no, I don't remove the leaves. I don't do that at all.
It's kind of making it too fancy when it just doesn't need to be so kind of
overcomplicating, isn't it?
Overcomplicating it all. More work.
Let's just trust the nature.
Absolutely.
The nature knows what it's doing.
So, Farida, to start off your dream garden, what would be the garden boundary, so surrounding your garden, if you want one at all?
If we're talking allotment fencing, I would say mesh fencing, because of all the foxes, rabbits, and everyone who wants to come and eat your produce.
Of course.
So I would say not very fancy, but mesh fencing. But for home garden, I would much rather have something beautiful, like hazel hurdle fencing, something that will make it look beautiful and cottagey.
Yeah.
But I don't have it. It's just my dream to have something like this.
Garden. Are you imagining your dream garden to have an allotment attached, or can you imagine within your garden you would have maybe a walled vegetable and fruit growing area, or a fenced off?
I would dream, if dream garden, I would say I would like to have that kitchen garden.
Yes.
Or vegetable garden, because sometimes kitchen garden people think a small garden bed with some herbs. No,
not
I want it all.
Yes.
So I would like to have that garden attached to the home.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And would you have that kitchen garden or veg garden fenced off with your, would you say, a chain link fence?
A kind of mesh
fence.
Mesh fence.
No, I would then put the hazel hurdle fencing if finances were not limitation.
No limits.
I would do that. I would do that to make it look beautiful.
Yeah.
And as it is near your home, you can keep an eye on things.
Keep an eye on the rabbits.
Exactly.
Yes.
What sort of size do you imagine your garden to be in your dreams?
It wouldn't have to be much bigger than it is right now, but I'm still working on improving productivity. That is another topic that I would like to explore. How much we actually have to grow, or how much more successfully we have to grow. Because, the bigger the garden, the more work you do.
Yeah.
How about growing on a smaller surface, but more successfully? And that fermented grass mulching seemed to be the key.
Right.
Yeah.
So have you heard of square foot gardening?
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
I've seen a few accounts in the US, and they really pack it in and do a lot of growing upwards. Everything grows up, doesn't it? But it amazed me how tight they do have it. But they have also said the importance is the soil. You've got to have additional nutrients. There seems to be kind of a magic formula of soil mix that they use that has the right balance of nutrients. So you can really pack your plants in. We attempted square foot gardening. We had some success with our rocket. It worked well.
We did actually with some bits, but we have to really work on the soil health.
Yeah.
You have to work on it more than with normal gardening because of the space is so there's so little space for the roots.
Yes, with the fermented grass, it doesn't work because fermented grass increases the soil fertility, but at the same time, it's difficult to plant when you mulch with a thick layer of fermented grass. It's difficult to plant in between.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
But I need to look into it, definitely.
Yeah. And where would your dream garden be?
Yeah, if you could pick anywhere in the
world.
Would
it be Newport in South Wales?
Do you know what? I would stay here because I love Newport. I love where I am.
Lovely.
Are you near the sea?
I feel like, yes, I have forest around. I'm not far from the sea.
Oh, that's nice. That sounds amazing.
And I feel like with the skills and imagination I have, no matter where the life will throw me, I will build my garden on the rocks. Nothing can stop me.
But it sounds like you're well set up with the forest near you and the sea right by you as well.
Yes, it's beautiful. absolutely. I feel like I live in heaven. There's everything around me, everything that I need.
Well then, what would you like if you had to choose between a shed or a greenhouse?
Oh, definitely greenhouse.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't use much shed because I don't use many tools. I only use grass mower. That's my main tool for
of course,
for your fermented
producing
grass.
fermented grass. And I don't dig.
No.
I don't weed. There is a shed at my allotment, but I don't use it much.
No.
There's nothing apart from mess in there.
Yeah, that's what they normally end up like. With the fermented grass, you said you don't weed. Do you not have any issues with grass seeds getting in?
No. Okay. I mow the grass before it goes into seed, and that's the key.
Yeah.
And I mow dandelions, clover, everything. The more weeds, so-called weeds, the better.
The better. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you've just got to be careful your dandelions aren't in seed.
Yes. But even if they bloomed, because some people worry that dandelions are able to produce seeds once they bloom and they are yellow and you cut them, they will still develop seed pods. Such a powerful plant.
It's very
powerful. If you mow it with the grass mower, with the grass collector, they are chopped up completely.
Oh, okay.
No chance of them developing seeds.
No. Right.
Plus, when you ferment the grass before laying it under the plant, the heat will kill the seeds. Because when grass ferments, it becomes really hot.
Yeah.
You must try and you will know what I'm talking about. If you will see grass weeds germinating in a mulch, that means you don't have enough mulch. You need to have thicker layer.
Okay. Quite a thick layer then. Gotcha. And what style greenhouse are we going for? What kind of look?
I have both types at the moment. I have the glass one and I have the polytunnel. I love the glass one, the look of the glass one. It's much more beautiful, but the polytunnel is much more productive, I have to say.
Yeah,
people have said that.
Yeah, there's merit in a polytunnel for sure, isn't there?
Well,
it's really doing these chit-chats has really opened my eyes to polytunnels. Actually, I didn't ever think
it's
about
a must-have in our climate. If you want to grow aubergines, tomatoes, or it will prolong your gardening season. It will give you a space to grow your seedlings. Oh, it's a must-have.
So maybe what you could do, because you do love the look of a beautiful glass one and then a polytunnel. This is only in my mind because this is a dream garden. Could we somehow put them together? So one end, you've got a beautiful kind of glass house look, nice greenhouse. And then you have a very productive, maybe behind it so you can't see it so much, polytunnel. That way you have productivity and beauty at the same time.
Definitely.
Nice. I like it, Soupy.
That might work. And do you know what colour frame you would have for the glass bit? What colour would you like it in wood? I
wouldn't mind. I'm not too fussy. You know, the one that I have, the glass greenhouse that I have right now was gifted to me by one of my friends who was remodeling her garden. And she asked me if I want it. Oh my God, what a question to ask.
Yes.
Obviously.
And I tell you what, it was a piece of puzzle to put together. Yeah. It was one of those old type. I guess it was expensive back in the days.
Yeah.
And when I arrived and I saw the amount of screws on it and
and no instructions,
I thought, no way, this is not going to happen. But my husband, he is, do you know what? He's just matching me in terms of when something is impossible. Just send him in.
Oh, fantastic.
And he did it. He moved it and he built it back in our home garden.
Oh, that sounds perfect. What a team you two are.
Yeah.
Oh, we are unstoppable.
Okie dokes. So then, what would be 5 ornamentals?
I love blooming trees.
Yes.
So I
Beautiful
thought,
blossom.
Blossom cherry, hibiscus.
Oh,
I
lovely.
love jasmine. I dream of having jasmine growing on my house wall. Spreading
scent.
that aroma.
Oh, stunning, isn't it?
Yes.
Very,
very hibiscus are gorgeous plants. Can you grow hibiscus where you are?
Yes.
You can?
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I didn't think they were particularly... Oh, no, maybe I'm thinking of something else. I thought they weren't particularly frost-resistant.
Yes, that's
what I
was
thinking
of
them as a more tropically plant or a
yeah, I mean, they look very tropical, yeah.
They grow like around where I live. They become trees with time.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Oh, they are beautiful. Great choice.
Yeah.
Yes, and they bloom so abundantly. They self-seed actually. My neighbor has a garden full of them, so
amazing.
No way.
They self-seed, and then I pick those seedlings and I go and replant them around where I live.
So you have lots already?
Yes, I'm moving them around. They're still little, but I'm hoping in a few years' time, the estate where I live will change into a place of bloom.
Hibiscus Lane, it will be called.
What colour hibiscus do you have?
It's pink and it's pale pink.
Yeah, very nice.
Intense pink and pale pink. But there are many colours. And they're beautiful.
They're stunning.
Gorgeous. Very nice choices.
Bees love them.
Bees love them.
Oh, I love azalea.
Oh, azaleas are gorgeous.
I don't have any, but I see them in the parks around where I live.
Yeah.
And I love them. Also, the color varieties, incredible choice. Bees love them.
Yeah.
And something else, something I grew from seed last year, and I think that is my absolute favorite, is the bellflowers, campanula.
Oh, yes.
Also, I grew them in the seed snails.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they take long time to grow. But with the seed snails, again, I managed. I didn't kill any.
Fabulous.
And where do you have them growing now?
Now they are again in the seed snails, waiting to be planted out. But I had them at the allotment last season, and they were absolutely gorgeous.
Because they're a perennial, aren't they? Campanulas.
Yes.
And
bloom in the second year.
Right.
Yeah.
So have you planted them in the ground yet?
I have only one in the ground. The other ones are teeny tiny.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna bloom this season.
Not quite there yet.
Oh, what can
Fingers
we do?
crossed.
The good things, we always have to wait for good things a bit longer.
Yes, exactly. Like, we're so looking forward to our foxgloves that I did 2 years ago in the seed snail. And they should be coming up this year. So we're hoping to have beautiful flowers of those all along.
She had so much success with that seed snail. She's planted them all around the garden.
Yeah.
As we walk around the garden, she'll go, there's another one I planted. And they're all looking really healthy.
Yeah.
So
phenomenal.
Hopefully flowers this year.
Have you planted some unusual colours of foxgloves?
Well, it was a mixed packet, so I'm hoping that it's just going to be like a whole array of colours. Hopefully it's not just one colour.
I really hope you will share what you will get out of
Absolutely
out of them, because I love to see different types. My neighbor, my allotment neighbor Sue, she grows different foxgloves, and her allotment is just piece of art with the flowers she grows.
It's like a painting.
Beautiful. Foxgloves are amazing.
They are, aren't they? One of my favourite plants, for sure.
They're stunning, and when you have them kind of along a border, along almost a hedge, sometimes they can look really nice in the kind of in the wild as well. They kind of mix in nicely,
and they self-seed. So
like
you
wildfire.
know, once you've got that variety in, you will have more and more with time. And Sue always, sometimes I come around and I ask, "Oh, this is beautiful," and she says, "Oh, it's self-seeded here. Would you like to take it?" And I'm like,
"Oh, yes,
I would like to take it."
I just wait for her to say that to me.
Yeah, you've got to be spying on your neighbours to keep an eye. Oh, they have one self-seeding. Run! and then you go get it.
She's a handy neighbour to have.
Foxgloves.
Yeah, very nice. Well then, what would be 5 edible plants?
The edibles. Oh my God. The tomatoes are top of the list, obviously, because of the heirloom tomatoes come in such a wide variety. And I can't even say which one is my favorite because I don't think I have enough lifetime to explore them all because there are thousands. And
I saw on your page you have Bethlehem Fire. Is that one
gosh,
of those?
yes. That's
stunning.
a variety from
that?
Kazakhstan.
Ooh.
There is a famous tomato breeder, Mr. Alifirov, and he has incredible collection. This year, I managed to get my hands on some other varieties from his collection. So I'm also very excited to grow some different seeds from his collection.
That's amazing.
But that Bethlehem Fire was so impressive because it produced huge tomatoes, whole trusses of huge tomatoes.
Wow.
And they were just so fruity and
Are they sweet?
Sweet, but not completely. There is some acidity in it, but
good. You need
what
that.
a beautiful tomato for a salad or sandwich, or to do this tomato carpaccio, I say.
Oh,
yes.
Wow. Well, so describe what it looks like, Farida, when you cut through it for sweet.
Oh, it looks like a fire because
it does,
inside, on the outside is orange, but inside it looks like a flame.
Oh, lovely. All those
such a beautiful variety.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, lovely. Oh, I'm going to have a look at that afterwards.
Who do you say you get those seeds from?
I get them from collectioners.
But
thankfully,
you mentioned someone...
Alifirov.
Alifirov.
He's a guy from Kazakhstan. Never seen him, never seen his face. I don't think he's got Instagram.
Right. How did you discover him?
I imagine also through another tomato collectioner.
Right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's all like word of mouth, and they say, oh, look, I have this and that. You must try this in your garden.
Yes.
And they send me few seeds. We exchange literally 5 to 10 seeds. And I usually grow 1, maximum 2 of the same variety.
Yeah.
Just to be sure that they come true. If 2 of them are the same, I assume that this is the variety.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, what fun to be exchanging seeds.
Yeah,
like
this
that.
is how I get my hands on those unusual varieties. There is more of us, the tomato obsessed
like
people.
Tomato underworld. The murky world of tomatoes.
The dark web of tomatoes.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Another type of tomatoes that I am fascinated by is the varieties that come from Minushinsk in Russia. That's the area. Don't know if it's classed as Siberia but this is a cold part of Russia.
Oh, right.
And I find that these varieties do really well in our climate because our summers are pretty short here in Wales.
And where are you finding those seeds? Again, through
also from collectioners,
seed dealers.
Oh my gosh!
Yes,
gosh, do you
we
stand
do a
on
little
street
deal.
Corners and see some cash exchanging hands and some tomato seeds.
That's what we do. Gosh. I send them some of mine. They send me some of theirs.
Amazing.
And we are all happy.
For Sweet Pea and I, how would we get into this murky world of tomato dealing?
There are groups on social media. You can look for groups that exchange tomato seeds.
But are they well hidden?
Not necessarily. And people ask for envelopes, to send them envelopes with a postal sign and maybe marked packages. They have lists of what they can offer. And there's more tomato connoisseurs, and they're probably happy to exchange them with you. I created a little tomato seed shop because it's difficult for me to manage so many private messages when people want to get my seeds. So I thought I will turn it into a little tomato collectioner seed shop.
Good idea.
And there are about 20 something varieties, because in the past years I wasn't saving huge amounts of seeds because I wasn't popular. Not many people would ask me for seeds, where this season I saved seeds from those best performing varieties, and I send a bit more than usually so I can share them with more people. And so, started that collectioner tomato seed shop.
So you have an online tomato seed shop?
Yes.
Great. So that's where we'll get them from.
Yes.
Perfect.
Because I'm always wanting to experiment with new varieties.
Yeah, you're
absolutely.
always trying lots of different ones out each year, aren't you?
There's some really fantastic, and to be honest, if you're eating them, that's great, but also just to look at them, they're rather beautiful.
It's so exciting to wait and see what the DNA will produce. And I find it fascinating to see what the actual potential of this DNA is. Like, if I will give it optimal growing environment, what can it produce? Because I see the same varieties growing in other people's gardens, and I see how they will perform. And for me, it's always challenge to what more can I get out of this variety? So
absolutely,
that is keeping me going.
Incredible.
Well, I understand why that is your top pick. What will be for other edible plants?
Well, we love peppers, and there's also a huge range of them. So I can't pick my favorite pepper because I'm still exploring, and every year I grow different varieties.
Is this chili peppers or
sweet peppers?
Sweet peppers and chili peppers and bell peppers. You can get bell peppers with a bit of a heat.
Right. Oh, lovely.
Nice.
And those are in your polytunnel?
Not necessarily.
Oh,
the peppers do really well outside.
Really?
For me.
Oh,
I grow them in a pot, and I guess in the pot, that soil has more chance of getting warmer, and they feel brilliant. They feel great grown in a pot. They produce lovely.
Oh, well, that's fantastic.
I'll have to look at that, Sweet Pea.
Yes, and I love aubergines. For aubergines also, guys, there are so many different types of aubergines. Once you dive into the world of the varieties,
you're doomed.
That's it.
All the street corner aubergine dealers.
Exactly. So again, aubergines, I grow different varieties every year, and it's so easy to save seeds and share them. And aubergines also, I grow outdoors, and they produce no problem at all in UK climate.
Great. Wow. That's very good.
This is inspiring, isn't it?
I know.
But for aubergines, I have raised bed. Again, that soil is warmer in a raised bed. And no problems at all. Mulch with fermented grass, and you will be harvesting tons.
I do remember that one year I did that variety. I think it was last year, actually. I did that variety, and we just had aubergine parmigiana all the time. It was the best dish ever. Thin
Such
slices.
A productive thing.
Yeah. How are you eating yours?
I have a few recipes. It's a quite popular veg in Asia. So where I was born, Afghanistan, they have very simple cooking. A lot of it is vegetarian. And so tasty. I'm thinking of recording some recipes.
Oh, you must.
Because when I cook and I show it on my stories, I get a lot of requests for recipes. But I feel like, but I'm about the gardening. So should I?
Oh, it's all interlinked,
incorporate?
Though, isn't it? Yes.
So I might do it
sort of
this
seeing
season.
the full life cycle of it. So from seed right through to
your plate,
providing nutrition for you and your family.
Yes,
exactly. Making you healthy.
Yes. And the next thing would be the cucumbers.
Absolutely.
Cucumbers also, there are so many different varieties, and the Armenian cucumber. Last year I grew really beautiful dark Armenian and the bright skin of just Armenian cucumber. And those were so delicious.
Oh, wow.
What makes a cucumber Armenian?
I think they are a mixture between melon and cucumber. But if you harvest them early, they taste like a cucumber. And they have this sweetness in them, delicate skin. You don't peel them.
No. Does it look like a cucumber?
Yes, it's a long thing and longer than our classic cucumbers, salad cucumbers. But again, the varieties are incredible. And if you grow it yourself, if you get your hands on seeds, you beat every supermarket.
Yeah.
They will never be able to produce or offer this variety.
We're definitely missing a trick, Sweet Pea, with the varieties of some of the things we're doing.
Oh, absolutely. I think there are some which just aren't. They're too kind of a bog standard.
Yeah.
I feel like we can try some nice ones.
I think so.
I'll take care of you maybe this year.
Oh, that's what I like.
Oh, yes.
I'll make you a little envelope this season.
Oh,
oh my God, that would be amazing. Well, then, what is your final one?
Oh, onions.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And you know, with onions, again, if you grow from sets, there's such a limited choice of onion sets. But if you will learn how to grow from seeds, and it's not philosophy, once you know seed snails, everyone can do it.
Good.
The varieties, there's such a choice. All those sweet tasting onions, which you can eat raw in salads. Beautiful thing. Beautiful.
Yeah. Do you have a particular variety that you can recommend? Or are there just too many?
This year I am focusing on growing sweet one. And I had a lot of seeds of Barretona, it's called. It's an Italian variety, which usually goes into pickling onions.
Right.
But I want to grow it bigger, so I will plant them further away to get bigger onions, and we'll probably just eat them fresh.
What is going to be your one statement tree if you had to choose just one?
I'd say magnolia.
Oh,
yes. Do you know, when you were talking earlier about flowering trees, I wondered if you were going to say magnolia.
Oh, I love magnolia. I don't have one, but there are a lot growing in my area.
Are there?
And as I drive through my town, I have to be very careful not to cause accident because my head
she's busy looking at them all.
Yes.
They are fantastic, and they blossom very early in the season, don't they? So
yes,
they're a lovely start to the year.
And even with the leaves, the shapes they develop and how you can shape them is just such a statement tree in a garden, isn't it?
Do you have acidic soil your way? What's your soil like?
Do you know what? I've never tested my soil.
Because you mentioned azaleas as well, and I believe magnolias, they like more acidic soil.
Never tested it.
Good point.
Never tested it. And I sometimes I wonder about this soil testing thing, because soil is a dynamic organism. In how I see it. 1 week you will test it, it will be deficient in this, it will be rich in that, but it might change, and if you test it in a month, it will show you different things because it's a living organism.
Yeah, it's ever-changing.
That's how I see it, but I've never tested it, so it's just my imagination about it.
Do you have any plans to get a magnolia tree, or do you have no room for that?
No room at the moment, no.
What's your garden?
Although I have a tree that is slowly dying in my garden.
Oh, no.
It was a big willow, really big willow,
gorgeous.
which developed some kind of fungal disease.
Shame.
And the main trunk is attacked. So maybe once it's
replace
gone,
it with a magnolia.
I will replace it with something blooming.
Yeah.
There's a good idea that I remember seeing this on Gardener's World. Who is it who's down? Is it Patrick all the way down south? Where
Patrick
he would
Gale.
Patrick
down
Gale.
in Cornwall. Yes.
Yes. And he did this thing so that any disease from roses wouldn't spread to all his rose plants. Where when he had taken out the diseased rose from the bed and wanted to plant another one in its space, because otherwise it's just kind of blank, he would put a cardboard box in the soil, then put soil in there, then plant it in there, and by the time the cardboard had kind of disintegrated, the rose was kind of fully kind of nice
established,
and grown, adult, established, and would then be able to get through the diseased area around it. So that's quite a good idea if you want to.
And that's the thing about the soil, that it's a dynamic organism, and even if there is some kind of disease, it's likely that the rest of the microbiome will suppress it and will overcome it.
Yeah,
I love it. I love this part of
it's very interesting
soil life.
Well then, would you like a pond or a pool, and what plant would you have in that area?
I would definitely go for a pond.
Yes.
Because I want to create that ecosystem where I grow vegetables. I need frogs, I need pollinators, I need all of that to be present for the machine to work well.
It is an important cog in the machine, isn't it?
Yes, for that ecosystem to thrive. And I would definitely go for a pond with water lilies, with things that bloom.
Yeah.
I'd love to get, for my pond this year, I'd love to get this plant that looks like a clover.
Right.
Four-leaf clover. I think it's called water clover.
And so it's in the water, so it floats on the surface?
Yes.
Right.
It looks so beautiful.
Let me have a look that up.
Interesting. I haven't heard of that.
There is actually a water clover thing. 4-leaf clover.
Yes. It fascinates me that it's 4-leaf. Something I always looked for when I was a child. I was looking for the 4-leaf one because it was sign of good luck.
Yes. I've done that so many
times. Just Googled it. That's beautiful. So you're going to put that in your pond this year?
I'd love to get it this season. Yeah.
What size is your pond?
Oh, it's tiny. And also that was a gift from my friend who moved to Spain, and he sold his house and had to get the garden into like a different condition, and he gifted it to me, and gifted it to me with the plants. So I inherited a lily, water lily from him.
Oh, fabulous.
And a few fish and some other plants as well.
Oh,
so was it like a tub type of
Yes,
pond?
it's a tub.
So
No, it's not a tub. It's like a material.
A liner.
So my husband, a lining, yes.
Yes.
Right.
My husband dug the ground for me. We lined it and we filled it with water, planted the things, and it was a beautiful process.
So in your dream garden, would you have something that sort of size, or are you considering a much bigger pond?
No, I think I would stick with
it's a good size.
With the good size, yes. It's 1 meter maybe long, just enough for the frogs to multiply.
Important to have the frogs, isn't it?
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
Final question. What would be your favourite seating area to sit on and chillax, a drink to have, and a plant to have by your side?
My only choice is swing bench.
Oh my gosh, we love those. Yeah,
great choice.
Hypnotizing.
Yeah,
I can sit for hours.
Yeah,
I lose myself in that. It's so calming. So swing bench with a cup of a green tea. I drink hot green tea even on sunny summer days.
Yes.
And I feel like it's actually cooling me down.
Yes. Yeah. You've said that all the time, haven't you, Mum?
They do say that, don't they? That it's good to drink a hot drink when it's hot.
Yes, especially
if you drink a cold drink, your body recognizes the cold, and so does all the sort
Heats
of
it
bodily
up.
functions to warm up your body.
Yes. Oh,
Yes, and I would love to plant those ornamental grasses around. Unfortunately, my garden is not that big, so I have to choose what I'm planting. And at the moment, I'm trying to incorporate more flowers into my home garden.
Okay.
But if that was my dream garden, I would say those ornamental grasses that, whoosh, whoosh on the wind, in a wind.
We were talking about that only this morning. We've got an area just by our seating area.
Yeah.
And I said, we should put in a prairie garden there because of that swooshing that you get.
Hypnotizing, beautiful.
Yeah.
How far away from your home is your allotment?
It's 8 minutes drive.
Oh, okay. So not too far.
Not too far.
Well, that's very nice. Well, I'm going to read back to you your dream garden just in case I've missed anything or you want to change anything. So we've got it top notch. So for the garden boundary, we did talk about a mesh fencing, but that was talking about if you're in an allotment. But if you're going to have a beautiful, nice kind of kitchen allotment garden, but attached to your house, or possibly with cottage garden feel, we were going to go with hazel hurdle fencing around.
Yes.
And you can just keep an eye on it, and it's lovely like that. Then you wanted a greenhouse, but we did talk about productivity of polytunnels, so we're going to just put the two together somehow. Yes. Hide the polytunnel bit, but show the beautiful greenhouse, so you can have productivity and beauty together at the same time.
Yes.
Then your 5 ornamentals, we had cherry tree for the beautiful blossom, hibiscus, jasmine, azaleas, and campanulas. Yes. Your 5 edibles were tomatoes, peppers, aubergines, cucumbers, and onions. Your 1 tree was a magnolia. You wanted a beautiful pond about the same size as the one you have already, with water lilies in there and that beautiful water clover as well. And then your seating area was a lovely swing bench. You can have a cup of green tea and some beautiful ornamental grasses around you.
Yes. Oh, that sounds like my dream.
There's the dream. Sounds beautiful. Well, it's been lovely chatting with you, Farida. Thank you so much.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting me.
And we wish you all the best with your new ebook on fermented grass.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All the tomato and aubergine dealing that you get up to as well.
Yes, we shall be in contact later in the year.
Absolutely. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you, ladies. Thank you so much for inviting me to this talk.
A pleasure. That's been a good old chit-chat with Farida.